that out if it was a young girl that was molested. Now, I want to go one other thing here about this business in the New York Times today with Obama regime basically admitting that it has no interest in attracting white working voters. The headline to that New York Times story could just as well be Obama to white workers drop dead. Pure and simple. That would be the headline if it were in the New York Post. And the only real surprise here is to hear a liberal and the New York Times just flat out admit it and talk about it as though it is a timely and brilliant strategy. Like I say, we've known for a long time Obama and the Democrats are pinning their hopes on the underclass and then the very rich, the elites. That's who the Democrat Party hopes to coalesce. And the reason for it is these super rich elites feel guilty as hell about all these poor non-working minorities. And they'll give all kinds of money to Obama, the Democrats, to help these people. And there's this egotistical narcissism that runs rampant throughout this group of elites, such as academia, administrators, the professors, the human resource experts, and so forth. But both of those groups of people, if you'll note, the elites at universities and so forth, they are, and the non-working, the entitlement class, they're all dependent on government. So it's now official. Obama is running on the Occupy Wall Street ticket. But whatever happened to Obama bringing us all together? Whatever happened to all that wonderful hope and change back in 2007 and 2008? And now they make no bones about the fact that they are out to divide this country. They are out to divide the people of this country, and they're doing it along class lines. It's no longer something left to ascertain. It's no longer something to conclude. It's no longer an opinion to be posited. No, the regime, via its House organ, the New York Times, has announced it. And this is why Obama has expanded government from 20% of GDP now to 25% of GDP. This is why Obama has increased our national debt from 40% of our GDP to 70% to buy these voters. And today in the New York Times, they admit it. And this is also why Obama wants to continue the bad economy. This is so hideous. This admission in the New York Times is everything. Obama is admitting why he grew government, why he's growing government as a percentage of GDP, why he's increasing the national debt, and most of all, why he wants a continually poor-performing economy, because he needs more dependent people. He needs even more people in pain. He needs more people on the receiving end of government goodies. He needs more votes to buy. All this is being admitted to. This is a fundamental transformation of the country that we've all been talking about, that we've been warning about, that some people do not want to admit is taking place, because that's a call to arms. I can't tell you a number of people I've talked to who, and I've mentioned this before, who are at most apolitical. No, not true. At most, they're involved in politics because they have to be. They run businesses that are regulated, so they have to, whoever's in power, they have to pay them respect. But ideological, they haven't been. They don't want to go there. And I can't tell you a number of people that are approaching me, some of them in near tears, worried for the first time in their lives about the future of the country. But they don't quite know why. Some of them will say to me, Obama has to be defeated. And when I say, why just Obama, you realize the whole Democrat Party, I don't want to go there. They don't want to even, no. Right, come on, you're being extreme now. No, I'm not. If you find Barack Obama as a singular problem, then you are missing something crucial. He has a party. He's no different than anybody else in that party. If you think Barack Obama is a problem, if you think this country can't survive Barack Obama, you must, I'm telling you, you must logically then agree that this country can't survive the Democrat Party. They are one and the same. There's not a difference. Obama couldn't do what he's doing without the Democrat Party and vice versa. When Barack Obama goes to the New York Times and basically says to hell with white working voters, the Democrat Party is saying to hell with white working voters. Obama's not running in a vacuum, but it's amazing a number of people who can't make that leap. People who are not as steeped in politics as you and I. Those people are the ones I hear from who just, they want to compromise. They think the answer here is compromise, is getting along. If both sides would just tone, and they're sincere, if both sides would just tone it down, we could come together and we could agree on some things. And when I tell them, in my view, that I don't know what I've got to agree with the Democrat Party, I ask him, what do you agree with Obama about? No. There's nothing in the Democrat Party to agree with either. But making that leap for people who are apolitical, for people who are only involved in it in the edges and as little as they have to be, people that don't like it. But there are a lot of those people. They have to be told the truth. The truth somehow has to penetrate. It's tough. Because this is a truth a lot of people don't want to face. That there's an actual political party that has now transformed itself in such a way that its enemy is constitutional government. When you, as a party, head to the New York Times and admit that you can't win with working white voters, that you're willing to abandon them in exchange for people who don't, what are you saying you want the country to be? Now, see, you and I in this audience, folks, have known for how many decades this is where the Democrat Party's headed. This is who they are because they're liberals and they're socialists. And now with the evidence right in front of everybody for the New York Times, you would think it would facilitate the conversion of a lot more people to this understanding. And maybe it will.